what you guys are doing in this situation because I'm trying to get rid of it. But I was out a couple weeks ago and I had actually stepped out of the bar to make a phone call. And this guy, he approached me and was like, I'm sorry to interrupt, but like, you're so beautiful. Can I have your number? Blah, blah, blah.
Hey, welcome back, Motivation Nation. It is your host, Al Gruen. Hey, we're gonna jump right into it. We're wasting no time. She said, "Don't trust a man with an itinerary." I don't know what she's talking about. So let's jump into it and see what she's talking about.
What you guys are doing in this situation because I'm trying to get rid of it. But I was out a couple weeks ago and I had actually stepped out of the bar to make a phone call. And this guy, he approached me and was like, I'm sorry to interrupt, but like, you're so beautiful. Can I have your number? Blah, blah, blah. He was good looking. So I gave him my phone number and he texted me right away. We set up a date right away. He actually made a whole itinerary. And I was just like, wow, it was going to be a beach day type of date. So earlier in the day. So the day comes for us to go on the date and I hear nothing. And then I get a text from him at 6:45 at night saying he had gotten into a car accident that day and he was just like barely leaving the location and oh my god, I'm so sorry. Let me make it up to you. Can we reschedule? I'm sorry, but it's just too much of a coincidence for me. It's just too much of a coincidence. And I'm glad you're okay, but I told him, take care. I do not want to reschedule. I don't think this is going to work out. And he will not let it go. So that is my thing. I'm just like, do I need to block him? But also, am I just being too mean? I'm so used to being overly nice. In my heart and in my gut, I'm like, it's just too much of a coincidence. But I just needed some extra validation from the girlies. I don't know. I just don't trust men. Tell me what you guys are doing in this situation because I'm trying to.
Okay, so that has nothing to do with an itinerary. A man with an itinerary. Okay, so let's try to dissect this and unpack what it is that she just said. He mysteriously got into an accident the day that he planned out this entire beach date, and he calls you after the fact. Well, sounds to me like this is a man that's in a committed relationship, and he thought that had time available on this specific day, and his plans changed, and he no longer had that time available. So it had nothing to do with the itinerary. It has everything to do with his regular life, and so this is why I preach on every video the importance of talking to someone and getting to know them on the telephone. See, when you have very limited conversation with someone leading up to a date, you don't know 100% of what they may have going on. And I'm not saying that talking to them on the phone is going to give you 100% assurance, but it will then allow you to be able to see somewhat of what their patterns are. A lot of times what I see on these story times is people meet someone and they may talk to them maybe once before the first date, or they may text once or twice before the first date. And they're looking forward to getting all of their conversation going out on the first date, which one makes it awkward, two allows someone the opportunity to ghost you if they get cold feet because they don't really know who you are. But this is why I say you need to talk to the person leading up to that date. You schedule a date out a week. You meet someone on a Sunday, you schedule to go out on a Friday, but you guys need to talk that Monday through Thursday so you get to know them. You see if they're going to answer the phone when you call them at night. You see if they're making excuses. You see if you call them, they don't answer, they're texting you back, or they have a limited amount of time to talk between from the time they get off work until they get to their house, and you can't get a hold to them after that. You see where the conversation is going, and these are the things that you put into your tool belt as you're analyzing the person that you're meeting. Because let's face it, people lie all the time. Married people are approaching single people saying that they're single because they're trying to cheat on their wife. Same thing with women and men, right? So you don't 100% know what it is that you're running into when you run into someone. That's why the communication is very, very important to see what their availability is, because this is a game that this guy is running. And yes, you do need to block him because he's not serious about it. So if he was serious about that situation, he wouldn't give you a mysterious, oh, I got into a car accident and I'm just now leaving the hospital, or whatever the lie is that he's telling, right? And I'm with you. It's too coincidental. And yeah, you need to cut that off because this guy is in a relationship. I'm sorry to tell you, just based on what you just told me. It has nothing to do with an itinerary. And like I said, The only way you stand a chance of getting to know a person and know what you're jumping into is you have to have a constant communication. And just understand this: with any relationship, a healthy relationship, a strong relationship, a long lasting relationship, it is built on communication. I think the biggest thing that I see with majority of the dating story times that I see and hear and react to is people don't know who they're actually dealing with, and they don't know who they're dating, and they get tricked and fooled because they haven't taken the time out to know this individual thoroughly. And you get to know people more and more as you guys grow and grow together, and you can be with somebody 10 years and you're still going to be learning a lot about each other, because as humans we're all growing, we're all aging, and we're all getting older, and we're all changing as individuals. So the person that you are in your 20s is not going to be the same person that you are in your 40s, and you're changing, and you're also with another person and they're changing as well. So you both are constantly changing just as individuals. If you are a single person, you're going to be changing. Right? So you're going to have to stay communicating with yourself and communicating with the higher power to even get an understanding of who you are as a person as you get older. And as you are in a relationship, you're going to have to continue to do that with your partner as well, because they're aging and they're maturing and things are changing in their body, and that's where the connection with the higher power comes in. And I know I switched this into something else, but I'm explaining to you guys the importance of having that connection with the higher power, God, having that connection, that spiritual connection, and having that communication with your partner. Because if you don't start off communicating properly, your relationship will not work. I get it. Everything starts off physical. Don't get me wrong. You found that guy attractive. He found you attractive. That's just the bait. How you guys see each other physically, that's just a bait to get you guys into the trap of the. It's not a bad trap. I'm just using this analogy to get you guys into the relationship. That's the bait, but that wears off quickly. That physical attraction wears off quickly if you cannot communicate with the person and you guys are not on the same page. You'll look, that person will change, metamorphosize right before your very eyeballs. That's why the communication stands the test of time. And they say communication rules the nation. But anyway, young lady, block him, move on, find you somebody else. He's not serious about it. And in this next person that you find, make sure that you're communicating heavily with them. But y'all saw what I saw, you heard what I heard. Get out the keyboards. It's that time in the video for you to jump down in and let me know what you guys think in the comments about what it is you just saw. And to each and every one of you guys that watch, like, share, subscribe, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. The channel's growing. It's all because of you. Can't do it without you. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Out.